Hey guys, welcome back to Old School Moto. Got something cool. Got something cool to show you today. So here we are with our RMZ 250, and guess what? We found a project bike, and it's right there. So let's go and have a look at it. Guess what? Look at this. Okay, so what we've got is a 2003 KTM 450 SXF, and basically the engine's locked, and we don't know. I don't know why. The old owner doesn't know really why. I suspected big end, but what I'm going to do with this is I'll show you. I'll grab the camera and I'll show you around. We'll look at all the things that I can physically see, and talk about that. And our plan of attack is going to be just work on the motor first, and then we'll see what we'll do with the rest of the bike after that, depending on what's wrong with it and how much it's going to cost to fix. Because obviously a 2003, I mean, in really good condition, is probably, I'm guessing, worth maybe around the 3 mark, so it could be as high as 3.5, but yeah, that remains to be seen. So first up, what I paid for this was $800. So my initial looking over the bike, which we'll go through in a second, looks pretty, considering its age, like it's that 26 now, so 23 years old. 23 years old. It actually looks pretty tidy. But yeah, look, we'll go through that now. So hang in there. Alrighty, so here we are. We'll have a bit of a squiz. I'll just turn this around for you. Okay, and let's go. Alright, so there she is in all its glory. Just like the first observation is that you can see all the anodized and coloured pieces on it. So obviously someone's had a bit of a love affair and decided to bling it up a little bit. We've got the chain adjusters. I'm not sure about the orange chain guide, whether that's what it come out with or not. But just initially looking at all the wheel bearings and that seem solid. The linkage seems okay. The silencer, okay, it's got a bit of scuffing up the inside, which is pretty much normal. But other than that, it's not all dented or anything. Plastics, well, obviously got scratches underneath, but not too bad. This was another thing that was undone, but the chain is missing, and I'm looking at this, it's got a lot of sealant around it, but you can see the green of the sticker, so I don't know how long that's been off. This is an aftermarket one, and it's loose as, but I managed to put it into neutral and be able to turn the gearbox, so we know that the gearbox is turning. Okay, so we got, bling, bling, bling. Down the front forks, we've got bling on the axle, bling on the bolts that hold the fork guards on. No, I can't see any big dings in the rims. The tyres are pretty fucking cactus, but I did, if you spin this, it's got a bit of a, sorry, try that again. You can see it's got a bit of a whoop to it. You know, the other thing I looked at was under the cases. I couldn't see any cracks or whatever. Front guard's a little bit faded, but I think we can, you know, either bring that up again or we can change it. There's a lot of parts from China, like as in plastics and bits and pieces, you know, the non-essential parts. The other thing that the you know, the fork legs, the outer tubes are not you know, aluminium rotted or anything. They're really good nick. The tubes, the chrome tubes, are nice and clean. Brake pads on the front, got quite a bit of meat on them. Exhaust smashed in here. Now I have actually seen the header part of the exhaust on Alibaba, of all places, and not too bad to, or not too costly to replace. I mean, the seat and everything, all pretty good. Just a lot of like surface rust. Obviously had foot pegs replaced with these. I don't know. I mean, they look alright, but they're missing some of the spikes have rattled out. Again, obviously a bit more bling on this side. Tyres, you know, it's got tread on it, but you can see it's been road ridden. I haven't spun the rear wheel, so I don't know if I can do that. It's got a bit of a whoop in it, but you know, I think that I have priced some stainless steel spokes, so I've yet to decide what to do there, but my priority is going to be, we'll take the top end off the engine and we will see what we can see there, and then after that we'll take this clutch cover off and see what we can see in there. But I'll remove the engine and drop it on the bench, and we'll do the engine first. I think that's the wise thing, because just of cost. So buying it for 800, how much can I spend? And I think obviously the first thing is to spend on the engine, because without the engine there's not much of a bike, is it? You know, and then depending on the cost of that, we can then look at what we can do on the rest of it. So for me, just looking at it right now, I would say that it would clean up quite well. The plastics are all, you know, not cracked, bent, completely out of shape or whatever, so they will come up pretty good. The frame, you could touch up the paint, especially obviously around the bottom of the engine, paint engine covers, wheels, re-spokes. So the spoke sets, I've actually found some spoke sets for a pretty reasonable price, around about somewhere between $80 to $100 each. Throw a set of tyres. I'm not sure what to do about the foot pegs, but yeah, you know, so that will then in turn show us what we can do, you know, what we have to spend. You know, the other thing that we talked about, the brake pedal being off and the kickstart being undone, is that you can, I don't know if you can see it here, but there's no oil in the engine by the look of it. So it's had the oil dumped out of it. So it sort of makes me suspect that they've had the clutch cover off and found something that's been like, fuck. But then when I look at the bolts, they don't look like they've been undone. So it's sort of a bit, I don't know, just a bit sort of like, what's going on here? But anyway, that is where we're at. And, you know, we'll see what we can do. But yeah, there we go. And I might just add now, I mean, this is my first KTM, which is weird. had so many bikes, but I've never bothered with the Euro bikes. I've always stuck with the Japanese bikes, so a little bit of a new one for me. So I'm not familiar with them whatsoever. I found a manual online, and I have downloaded that, and that will obviously be a huge help for getting all the specs, but yeah, helping me understand some different concepts. Because I think that just thinking, I think that you will find that some of the concepts are slightly different to the Japanese kind of way of doing things. So, but anyway, it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it, and see how we go. Should be fun.